Hello and welcome. My name's Susan Whitaker, and I'm so happy that you're here. Today we're going to be talking about the Anahata chakra, the heart chakra, my favorite. And I think it's most people's favorite. It's a place where we can really relate because it's the place of our deep authenticity. It's a place where we develop compassion and caring for ourselves and others. The lower chakras move up from the earth, and the upper chakras move down from the air, and they meet right here in the heart. So the movement of the heart is both upward and downward. It's a fascinating place to work with. But the most important thing about it is to allow yourself to soften around your heart and realize that it's both forgiving and receiving. Not just giving or not just getting, but both, having that balance. So we're going to start today with palms together doing the heart breath. So bringing your hands in, bring your forearms to touch, relax the elbows down, relax the shoulders down, soften your jaw, soften your chin, just sort of move yourself into yourself. And the Anahata chakra means unstruck bell. So if you think of a singing bowl or a big brass bell, it has the potential for sound, but not until it's touched. And the heart chakra is where we resonate with one another. We all have these beautiful unstruck bells within us. So for Anahata, we'll take that heart breath. On the inhale, separate your arms, gently lift your chest, pull out to the side, and now relax. Just let your elbows and shoulders be heavy, and then bring them together on the exhale. And inhale, expand, fully take that breath into the front body. And exhale and draw the arms together. You can exhale through the nose or with a sound breath in your throat or with a very soft ha. Inhaling, expanding the giving, front body, and exhaling, expand your ability to receive in your back body. Letting go of your armor. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. This time bring your chin gently forward. And we'll interlock our fingers. Roll your palms out and push around your body like you're being blown by the wind. Bring your chin down. And with your inhalation, raise your arms up and overhead. Lift through the palms, lift through the ribs, lift through the waist. Feel yourself grounded in your sitting bones, connected to the earth while your upper body reaches up to the sky. Release your fingers, exhale, sweep your arms down. Turn your head to the left. And slowly turn your head to the right. And bringing your head back to the center, we're going to reach across with the right arm. Take the left arm behind it. You'll bend the elbow and just scoop that right arm along into the left arm. The right arm is going to be straight, and the more you bend your left elbow, the more of a stretch you get for that back shoulder blade, and you'll gently turn to the left. Keep the left shoulder down. The shoulders tend to hold so much tension that we have to remind them they don't have to do that. And we'll allow our head to softly turn left. And this is stretching the receiving heart, the shoulder blades, the upper back. The element of the Anahata chakra is air, because we're working with the heart and the lungs. Bending your elbows, return to the center. Extend your left arm in front of you. Take the right arm, scoop it around, and kind of forearm to forearm, you're going to bend the right elbow to get the stretch that works the best for you. And then gently turn to the right. Let your neck go with you. It's a gentle movement. And dropping the right shoulder, just hold the pose. Take a few breaths. Give your body time to fill up with air. And then time to empty out. On the in-breath, we'll face forward, releasing your arms down, and extend your legs straight out. Place your hands behind your back, and on the inhalation, point your toes and allow your back to arch. On your exhalation, flatten your feet. Bring your chin down and pull your belly in. Again, opening the back body. So this is our movement. Inhale, we're reaching out with the toes, letting the heart rise. And exhaling, flattening the feet, pulling in the belly, broadening the shoulders. Good. Stay with it. Just nice, easy expansion into the front body. Gently bring the shoulder blades together. And exhaling, flex the feet, pull your belly in, bring your chin down. Find a slow rhythm. Do 2 or 3 or 4 more on your own. And when we practice with the heart, since it's about love and compassion, we allow those emotions to gently rise. We give ourselves plenty of space, like we're resting in a field of compassion. The next time you flex your feet, walk your hands forward. And compassion will take you out of a sense of having to be perfect. So we allow ourselves plenty of time for mistakes and awkwardness when we focus on our own inner compassion. Crossing your legs again or sitting in your chair, we'll do one more seated movement. Open the arms wide and raise your right arm. Bring your left arm underneath it for eagle pose. You'll wrap your arms around. Now some of us are not able to do that, so you're going to bend your elbow, bring your arm to the midline, and just hold it with your left hand so that you can guide it just a little bit without any pressure. Once you have brought your arms together, we're going to take a circle with them. So this is one of those awkward moments of non-perfection. It feels really weird and uncomfortable, but that's who we are. That's part of who we are. Weird, wonderful, uncomfortable, happy people. And then pause, circle the other way. Be mindful of your shoulder. If this is too much for your shoulder, you're just going to make very small circles. We always have those choices in yoga. And come back to the midline. Unwind your arms. Bend your elbows. We're going to simply pull the elbows back. Bring your chin to your chest. Take a breath. Lifting your head slowly, push the palms forward. And then let them sink down in front of you. Nice. Sweep the arms up, switch your feet, put your opposite foot in front, and raise your left arm, drop your right arm under it, weave your arms or take that modified version to the midline, and then we'll draw a circle with the hands. And this side's going to feel different than the first side. So having that mindset of allowing, supporting, accepting, whatever we bring to the mat today. And then pause and begin to circle in the opposite direction. You'll feel that stretch across the back, the shoulders, perhaps the neck. And then when you get to the midline, open the arms, keep your elbows bent, pull your elbows back, and bring your chin to your chest. Gift yourself with a very deep breath here. And then on your exhale, push the hands forward. Keep your neck very, very soft. Reach into your fingertips and then float your hands down to the floor. Once more, we'll drop the head, and this time we're going to roll it from one shoulder to the other. Anytime we work with the shoulders, we want to work with the neck. And being fully aware of the openness in the chest and the openness in the upper back, let's stand up. Placing your feet just a few inches apart, we'll do a crescent moon. So taking your arms up and overhead, hold on to your left wrist with your right hand and curve your body. Now we're moving into an awareness of the rib cage and the left lung. Turn your eyes and gaze down and create that beautiful half moon shape or crescent moon shape. Depends on how full the moon happens to be. How much light are you holding today? If your light is low, perhaps you can set an intention for your yoga practice to fill you up with light. Inhale, draw to the middle. Hold on to the right wrist, lift up just a little and lean to your left, broadening the right ribs, creating a side crescent. Lightly drop your tailbone, and again, invite this movement and your whole heart practice to fill you with light. With your inhale, rise up, and we'll bend the elbows, let go of the wrist, just float your arms down by your sides, drop your head forward, let your arms dangle. They might even dangle a little bit in front of you, and roll your head from side to side. Staying in connection with your heart, your own sense of inner empathy. Now we'll step forward with the right foot, interlock the fingers behind the back, both legs will be straight. Square your hips a little bit, so you'll pull that right hip back and the left hip forward, pull down with your hands toward your tailbone. And as you do so, you're going to feel your chest rise. And just a little caution, it's important that you not lean into that back leg, because that's going to strain the back and the thigh. So with Stargazer Pose, you'll lift the chest. Make sure the weight is even on both of your feet. And just feel your heart. Once you give the heart space, it's so happy. On the exhale, completely relax your shoulders, release your hands, and bending your front knee, lean just a little bit and pull your arms back behind you. Inhale, drop your arms and raise them overhead as you straighten your front leg. For a moment, look up and then open the arms wide by your sides. Relaxing your arms beside you. Step your left foot forward, your right foot back. Turn your hips like headlights to point forward. Both legs will be straight, and it's a shallow stance. Turn your shoulders also to face that direction. Interlocking your fingers, pull down, and you're going to start to lift with your solar plexus first, and then lightly with the heart. It's an upper back bend, not a lower back bend. So you can press with the back heel to propel you up, and then observe, is my weight even on my feet? Now, where do the eyes go? You can look directly forward, you can tilt up to where the wall meets the ceiling, or you can look to the sky. This is called Stargazer Pose. So it depends on what star you're looking at. Breathe, let the ribs support the lungs and heart. Take one more breath. And with your exhale, soften your upper body completely, release your fingers, bend your front knee. You're going to lean in and at the same time pull back with your hands. So most of the weight is on that front foot. With your inhalation, drop your arms, lift them overhead, reach for the sky, and then open the arms wide, bring them down by your sides. Nice. And just kind of shake your hands a little bit, stepping your feet together. And we're going to come down onto the floor, so go ahead and lie down on your back. Bending the knees, have your arms resting right by your sides. And just take a moment to let the whole back body release. So we're building in moments of rest in today's practice. Ease the chin forward so the neck is long. Relax the back of the throat. And we're going to press gently with the feet and arch the back away from the floor. Keep your hips on the mat. Inhale, and then press your low back right into the mat on your exhale. keeping the head centered. Inhale, arching like a cat stretch, rolling the pelvis forward. Exhale, press your back against the mat. Keep that going for a while. Find the flexibility in your spine. Find that mobility. The body is not meant to hold still. The body is meant to move. So when you continuously allow your spine to have the movements of both flexion and extension, it keeps your back healthier. It supports the spinal column. One more round. Breathe in and arch. You should be able to pass your hand between you and the floor. Breathe out and press. And you'll feel the strength in your abdomen. And now as you relax, allow your heart to rest. And straighten your legs out. We're going into a modified fish here. So bending your elbows. Bring your triceps right on the floor beside you. Your hands are going to point at the ceiling. And the movement will simply be, as you press with the backs of your arms, your chest will come up off the floor. So it's similar to what we just did, but there's a lot more emphasis on the upper body. Now you can feel the lift in your solar plexus, you can feel the lift in your ribs, and you can certainly feel the heart rising. Breathe in. Hold your pose and breathe out unless you need to come down. Please do what your spine tells you to do. Take one more breath in. Lightly point your toes this time. And as you exhale, spread your shoulder blades, relax your feet, rest your hands on your body, and soften into the mat. Take a moment to roll your head from one side to the other. Let's do that one more time. I'll show you the full version of fish, but most of us are going to do the modified version, which is supporting ourselves with our hands and lifting the chest. The full version is you can sit on your hands, and if your neck is strong, arch your back and rest your crown on the floor. Lightly pointing the toes, no matter what position you're in. Feel that beautiful rising of the heart. And on your exhale, start to release yourself down. Relax fully on the floor. Let your feet roll out and fully let go. And notice how deeply you can breathe now. So follow this posture with 2 or 3 full breaths. And you might even think of sending that breath down into the legs. Just imagine with your visual mind's eye, bringing quietness and circulation back to the legs. Now bending the knees, walk your feet back. Settle the low back. And opening the arms, we're going to rock the knees side to side. Start with your feet together. And as you roll your knees, your torso is going to follow. And with the knees together, it's the most supportive of the lower back, for the lower back. Now notice the heart and lungs as you twist your torso gently. Allowing the head to turn. When you can come back to the center, step your feet out hip width, and then go into knee down twist. Just as far as you can comfortably go, letting the head turn. And then as you come back to the center, if your knees will allow, heel toe your feet out a little wider and do just a few. This is a much deeper stretch across your knees and into your thighs. Allow the head to turn also. Let the breathing be steady and smooth. Coming back to the midline, walk your feet back together and slide the legs out straight. Draw your arms in beside you. And notice how you feel. It's hard to be compassionate and kind to others when we feel tense and stressed. So when we pay attention to how we feel inside and allow ourselves the spaciousness to open the heart, it's much easier to be kind. Now, if you have knee issues, this is what you're going to do. You're going to bend one knee, hold underneath it, and just rock your leg gently from side to side. If you're able to do so, roll over so that you will have one knee bent and you're sitting on the heel. You'll walk over your leg and put your hands down on either side of your head. Drop the elbows, tuck the chin, and on your inhalation, curl up, lifting right away from the floor. Lift your chest, and again, be mindful of your neck so that you're not crimping the neck back. And then allow yourself to fold forward. Keep the elbows close and down. And tuck your chin, sweep up on the in-breath. And dive down on the out-breath. Keep it going just a few more times. Inhale, rising, swan pose. Exhale, diving down. And this time you're going to stay forward. Relax your elbows and shoulders. And pushing into your hands, slide the right leg back. Those of us lying on our back, we're going to switch legs. Slide the left leg forward. Inhale, lift your chest. Keep your eyes focused forward. Exhale, bend your elbows and bow. Just go as far as you can comfortably go. Lift your chest instead of your head. And then again, we dive down, easing the heart onto the leg, easing the forehead to the floor, and then being lifted by the back of the heart, relaxing into the front of the heart. The next time that you rise up with your inhale, push your hands back so you're on your hands and knees and simply sit down. And I'll ask everybody to lie down on your back just for these last few breaths, these last few instructions, and place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Now completely relaxing your back into the floor. You can bend your knees if you need to. Let the breath breathe you. And allow yourself to be bathed in loving kindness, in quietness, in resting with your authentic self, and inviting a deep relaxation to move into your mind and your body and your emotions. And as you allow yourself to rest, I'll lead you through the loving kindness meditation. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be happy and peaceful. May I be safe and free from all harm. And may I awaken to my own inner light and be free. And thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.